Our top focus in a major boost to the Pahalgam Terror probe. NIA Chief Sadanand Date has visited the Baisaran Valley with a team to inspect the location of the massacre that left 26 Indian tourists dead. The agency's probe has revealed that terrorists had earlier recce'd 3 other tourist spots, including the Aru Valley, an amusement park, and the Betab Valley before selecting Baisaran as their target. As diplomatic efforts gain momentum, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio has called on Indian and Pakistani leaders to de-escalate. Rubio condemned the attack in his conversation with India's Foreign Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who said the culprits must face justice. Pakistan's Prime Minister, meanwhile, in his call with Marco Rubio, accused India of provocative behavior and slammed its move to suspend the Indus Water Treaty, calling it an attempt to weaponize water. In a big shake-up in Pakistan, ISI Chief Lieutenant General Mohammad Asim Malik has been named National Security Advisor. This is the first time a serving spy chief is now holding both positions. This move comes as India-Pakistan tensions escalate on the ground. Ceasefire violations continue for the 7th straight night, with Pakistani firing across the LOC in Kupwara, Uri and Akhnur sectors. The Indian Army is said to have responded appropriately to this provocation. Additionally, in a tit-for-tat move, India has now closed its airspace to all Pakistani carriers following Islamabad's earlier ban on Indian flights. Tensions remain high, with Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister warning of a strong response to any escalation. Joining me on the broadcast is retired Major General Shashi Asthana. Major General Shashi Asthana, I of course begin by asking you, sir, what do you make of the response by India so far? We've taken certain diplomatic steps, and at the same time, India has also suspended the Indus Water Treaty. Beyond that, it seems as though this is perhaps the first time India is engaging in what is being called psychological warfare vis-a-vis Pakistan. Your take on that, sir?
See, this time India has used the entire elements or all the elements of comprehensive national power to send a message to the perpetrators of terror. And therefore, earlier responses you would have seen when surgical strike was there, and then we had the Balakot strike. One instrument of warfare was used, and that was military. But this time, India is using all elements of warfare, which involves the diplomatic efforts, the water, the treaty, the information war, the all other resources, the economic war, which is also very important. So this time, we are quite clear that one instrument is not good enough. And now let me also strategize and tell you that if we put all the efforts which are being made, if I have to put it in some context and some kind of strategy from the available information, I will put it this way. We know that the terrorists are smaller operators. The main target and their perpetrators is Pakistan Army and ISI. We have no doubts about it. So therefore, the center of gravity of all the responses should be Pakistan Army. So if that be so, we have to ensure that the relevance of Pakistan Army is reduced in Pakistan. And to do that, many things will have to be placed. Now let me talk of the Indus Water Treaty. Now how it helps. We know that Balochistan is already boiling. We know that the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa army is finding it difficult, and they all are firing on Pakistan Army. Similarly, POK is also resenting, and same is the case with Sindh. The only province from where their hierarchy comes and which is prosperous is Punjab. And most of these military leaders of Pakistan who actually hold the power, they have a hell of a lot of land, agriculture land there. If we, so that is why the Indus Water Treaty has been held in abeyance. The shortage of water, although it may take time because infrastructure is required to stop water, but then the moment you hold the information, that is the hydrological information, they won't know when the floods will come and when the water will be stopped, etc., etc. So that can create panic, number one. Number two, the investments in the agriculture sector, which is their main sector, will reduce. Thirdly, uh, the people will be finding it difficult to find jobs in agriculture sector because Punjab accounts for 45% of their job in the agriculture sector. So once they are angry, we have to create a divide between Pakistan army and Pakistan people. We have to make Pakistan people realize that this kind of terror act which the Pakistan army and ISI is doing, it is actually hurting them. If Pakistan has $9 billion or $10 billion worth of foreign exchange reserve, and if they do all kinds of drills which they are doing in terms of the mobilization and the air mobilization and exercise, etc., we have to make sure that if it was supposed to last 2 months, let it get consumed in 15 days, and let there be no petrol in Pakistan, and then the Pakistan public will feel the pinch that because of the nonsense which the Pakistan army is creating on the other side, without realizing what they are having, what the consequences are, our prosperity, our livelihood, our day-to-day bread is getting affected, and that perhaps is the overall strategy.
Okay.
And of course, we will take some military actions too, which I'm sure the appropriate authorities will decide at the right time, place, and the method of own choosing.
Okay, Major Shashi Astan, I also want to understand from your perspective, sir. Pakistan and India both getting calls and reaching out to several countries across the world. Pakistan is now expecting some sort of intervention by countries such as the United States of America. In your perspective, is anyone really likely to step into a conflict between India and Pakistan?
See, we know that it is an old playbook of Pakistan, and I mentioned in one of the international forums on X on one of the debates very clearly, even without they starting off in early stages of that, there will be, their playbook says two things. One is, I have done a terrorist attack and now I must go to America and China to say that to please stop India, otherwise I will use nuclear weapon. So they will fall back to nuclear weapon, and then they will say, I'm a nuclear country and therefore there will be a catastrophe. And all countries will try and tell us that don't escalate, etc., etc. Now this is as per their old playbook. Nuclear blackmailing has crossed a limit. That they can't do that. They will do a terrorist act, and whenever India is going to react, and they will say, no, I've got a nuclear weapon. So this bogey has to be called out. We did call out this bogey during Balakot strike because when we crossed and went into Pakistan, it was very clear that if you think that you have a nuclear weapon, let's see how you respond. And we have now increased the nuclear arsenal. We have the second strike capability. We have a nuclear triad. So I don't think anybody will think of nuclear war, and I don't think even between Pakistan and India, I don't think the war is going to by any stretch of imagination, the escalation is going to do that level. Even the escalation will go to war or not is a question mark, depending upon how we react and how the responses come. Number one. Number two, as far as the foreign countries, all other countries are concerned, certainly they would like two nuclear countries getting into the escalation dynamics. They would like to generally stop them. That's number one. Number two, in case we take any action, the whole world opinion is with us. But Pakistan will certainly be supported indirectly by China. China may not directly intervene, but they will certainly give them information, cyber, logistics, arms, and drones, etc., etc. The other country which I expect is going to help Pakistan is Turkey, because Turkey will also give them drones if they have not already done so. So these are the two countries. Barring these two countries, others will not intervene, and we have the right to respond. If America, nobody can lecture us. If America can strike Osama bin Laden in Pakistan, there is no reason why we will not strike the LAT. There is no, reason why we should not be striking LAT leaders or the leaders who are the perpetrators, and also perhaps some other persons as well. So we will take our actions as deemed fit by the people who are responsible to take actions. But yes, in our calculations, we will have to cater for indirect help from China and also from Turkey. I don't visualize Turkey getting involved directly, and China, considering the kind of a trade war which is going on, or Cold War 2.0 going on between USA and China. China will not like to get involved with India at a time when it doesn't, shall I say, it doesn't suit their interest very much. Yes, Pakistan is an old friend. Pakistan is strategically located. They need to help Pakistan. They would like to help Pakistan. But the question is, if they have to go for intervene, that may be difficult because they will intervene only when it suits their interest.
Right.
And Pakistanis, I don't think it is suiting Chinese interest, any response by us or Pakistanis.
All right, Major Shashi Asthana, thank you so much for joining us on NewsX World with that perspective. Moving on, a natural resources